Hello and welcome. My name is Alex. This is my channel, The Om World, and this is the video about positions in your matrix chart. If you want to calculate your matrix chart, just go on my website, theomworld.com, and find matrix calculator there. Put your name and your birthday and hit submit. So you see your matrix chart. Hopefully you already have it, looking right on it, you calculated it. And the main position where you start your reading, either you do it for yourself or someone else, first thing you want to know and look at is this center, the main number in the center, which in this case is 11. And this is the number energy of your personality. So it's gonna tell you about who you are. It also has yellow color because it's connected to your solar plexus chakra, and it's about your confidence. So yeah, it all makes sense because who you are and how you present yourself, yeah, that's all about that, your personality. So it will give you the description of, let's say 11, right? You're a person who is very strong, has a very big potential for energy, physical, but also energetically. It's like a very powerful person energetically. They can take a lot of space, and it's normal for them. They are very, very big presence. If they're not, they are probably in the imbalance of their personality. They do not allow themselves to go there. And this will be very disempowering for them. It will be very hard for them to have anything in their life built because they are not in balance with themselves. So, central number, personality. It's description of who you are. Then, this second most important number and energy would be your life purpose, and that would be life purpose general. So in this case it's 6, and you see it consists of first personal and social together, and this is your life purpose for your entire lifetime. So you will be impacted by this energy, and this is description of what you are here to do, what you should be doing. So in this case it's 6, which is energy of the lovers, love and choice. And basically what it means that your main general life purpose is to find the right relationship, discover deeply what love is, how to love yourself, how to love others. And there is it's so much deeper than just that. Even though it sounds very simple, it's one of the most popular energy in people's charts, but it's also one of the hardest to actually bring into the positive. It's very, very often into the negative because a lot of people come with this energy in the negative, because a lot of us don't really know how to love ourselves, and from that comes the problem of loving the world and the others around us. So second important number in the chart, life purpose general, and it answers the questions what you came here to do. Then you also look at life purpose 1 and life purpose 2 to give you more idea in detail, like depending on where you are in your life. 20 to 40 years old, life purpose 1, and it's 20 in this case, and this shows you, right, from 20 to 40, my life purpose, thing that I came here to do for this period of my life is this energy, family, homeland. This is that energy, but also it has different other meanings to it. For energy 20, I'm not going to go in detail about which energy means what. It's more about positioning, but just to give you an idea on how it's, how to understand it, how it sounds. Like what did I come here to do, learn here to do, from 20 to 40 years old, would be the positive aspects of this energy, and what could be my challenges on the way. Challenges are the negative aspects of that energy. And if you see any of them, any negative aspects, gotta figure out how to eliminate those from your life, and this will bring you more balance. Then life purpose 2, from 40 to 60 years old, same way, energy 4 in this case. This is what your life purpose, what you came here to do for this period of your life. If you are at this moment, let's say you're 50 years old, right, and you're curious if you should be looking at your life purpose 1 at all, the answer is yes, because you want to know, did you do well? Because usually life purpose 1, life purpose 2, it's kind of like you learn this lesson, and if you succeed in that, the second chapter becomes it's easier to be in the positive in that one as well. If you didn't figure out, if you didn't work, didn't learn those lessons, didn't balance the energy from 20 to 40 years old, big chances that, because that one is personal life purpose, big chances if you didn't really gain enough of personal experience and resources, you do not have very much to share with the world. So it will be impacted, and it makes sense to look at both of them for yourself, and maybe even to work on both of them if there is questions, or some imbalances in your life. So life purposes, it's second most important things to look at. Then we look at karmic tail. It's in the lower part of the chart. In this case, it's these 3 energies, 3, 22, and 19. And you can see that 19 is in the red circle. That means it connects to the root Muladhara chakra, and 3 is orange, so it's Svadhisthana, second chakra. It's a foundation for you to build. Very important energies, because usually when we start our life, we start in the negative aspect of these energies, because we didn't manage in our past lives certain lessons that are represented by these energies. Let's say in this case 3, the energy of the Empress, good relationships with your mother, femininity, women in general. If you see this energy, probably you did have some issues with that. You maybe were a woman who didn't really wanted to step into that feminine energy, or maybe you were a man who were in bad relationships with women. That's why you are you got this energy, to retake that lesson in this lifetime, because it was in imbalance past life. Or maybe you had bad relationships with your mother, or generally with women, and it's been maybe not the first time around, and this is again your lesson. So because these are things that come from past lives, and they are basically like a negative baggage from past lives, it's important to bring them into balance, because they will impact your entire life, your entire chart. Then there is the opposite of that, like on the very top, in a purple circle, in this case it's 10, and then 4 and 21. These three energies are called the talents. So it's basically the opposite of karmic tail. It's the three energies that represent positive baggage that you brought with yourself into this lifetime. Something that you really learned well, you really succeeded in your past lives, and you took it with you, so it helps you because it's something that you already know really well, you do it really well, and you can use it in your current life. So it's your talents. There is also that number that is the date of your birth. Basically, in this case, it's number 2 on the very left corner in a purple circle. This number represents the portrait. So it's the way the society, people around you, the world see you. And it's also the way how you want the world to see you. And it really depends on how important this energy is for you or not, because for some people it is very important, and maybe even more important, how people see me, how the world sees me, how society sees me. Like, let's be honest, like some people care more about that rather than what is it that who they truly are. But for other people it's the whole opposite. So you decide for yourself how important this energy is for you. And if you, for example, have issues with the way people see you, that society doesn't see you the way you would want them to see, or you don't like, it's maybe because of this energy is in imbalance, and you would know what you can do in order to make that relationship with the world better. So your portrait, the way you are seen in the world, is better. When I want to look at the person for myself to know, like, oh, who this person are, for me it's like a combination of the personality number, the very middle one, and the portrait. So 11 and 2, I would look at both of them in this case and have some kind of understanding and feeling of who this person is. The number that is very next to the number 2, energy 2, 15 in this case, is relationship with your children. So if you want to understand what your lessons with your children are and how to bring more harmony and balance into your relationship, you gotta learn about potential challenges and how to bring the energy into the balance, so you can know what you can do in order to harmonize your relationship with your children. And next one in the blue circle, 13 in this case, is, I'm talking on the 3 very left energies, 2, 15, 13. 13 in the blue circle, that one is about relationships with your parents. So the same thing, if you want to harmonize and understand deeper relationships, lessons, challenges, and positive aspects as well, of course, it's not only the negative, with your parents, here's the energy that will help you to understand that deeper. We all really want to know how where is our money and where is our love. And so there's in the right lower corner where you see dollar sign, these 3 energies are about your financial flow. So in this case, 18, 12, and 21. So these 3 energies will impact your finances. If you don't know, if you're starting your journey or changing your journey with career, and you're thinking what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, what would be good ideas for business, for careers. This could be, this could give you a clue, understanding what those energies represent, but also generally not doing the negative aspects of these energies generally will open up your financial flow. Doing all the positive aspects also will open up the financial flow. And the opposite, if you have those energies in a negative, like let's say 12, negative aspect of that would be being a victim. If you feel, if that's kind of the quality that you still have, that you're stuck in a victim position or in a very aggressive position, then there is a big chance that your finances will not be in good shape because of that. So 3 energies that impact your finances are those. Then if you look a little bit lower, the little heart, in this chart it's 21, 6 and 3. These are 3 energies that represent your love life, your relationships. And you can see that 21, for example, there is this one energy that is the same for your finances and for your love. And basically for everyone it will be different numbers or different energy codes, but there is one energy in the middle that is the same for your finances and for your love. So basically harmonizing that energy in your life, you will receive positive and more balance in your finances and in your life. And as well, you can see that one of the numbers in your love relationships, in this case number 3 in the orange circle, is the same energy that is in your karmic tail. What does it mean? That this is the energy that most likely you have imbalance, or you came to life with a negative aspect of it, and most likely this is how it negatively impacts your love relationships. That's kind of like a first lesson for you. And harmonizing and bringing into balance that particular energy, you will do good for your love relationship and generally for your life, because karmic tail energy impacts everything for you. So these 3 energies, 3, 6, 21 energies that impact your relationships. And this can also, if you know deeply what each of these energies mean, you can even find answers for questions like, where do I find my partner? Where I can meet a partner? What qualities should I be working on? What qualities should I be gaining in order to attract a positive partner for me? Or if you are already in relationships, what qualities should I work on so my partner, so our relationship also gets better, harmonized? So, and also what kind of partner would be good for you? 3 energies on the very right corner, in this case 18, 7, 7, 18 in the orange circle, and 7, the top, the very right one is in red circle. These 3 are basically your finances and what you were doing financially in your past lives. This is something that if you really want to understand your financial situation can be helpful. You can see potentially what you were doing with your finances, how you were spending your money on, how you were making money in your past lives. But I generally do not start with that. That's already something deeper, on a deeper level to understand. Then something that is very helpful, I find, the 3 energies that can show you what gives you and brings you inspiration, and the opposite, if you don't do certain things that those energies represent, you can find yourself in depression, right? So there's 3 energies that show you that. In this case, is if you look on the left top corner, 3 corner energies, 2, 12, and 10. These are the 3 energies that show you what you can do in order to inspire yourself, what brings you inspiration in life, and just like that life energy. And if you are, let's say, in a lower, like somehow depressed or something like that, you can see why, and you can see what you can do in order to come out of that place. For example, in this case, 10 would be maybe you need to rest, maybe you need to see maybe you or working yourself, and this can bring you into depression, or you are afraid to you get chances, right? You get like potentially lucky moments for you, but you ignore them because you're not working with that life energy. Maybe that's not the best description, it's like much deeper than that, but just to give you an idea. So in order to harmonize that, in order to bring more inspiration in your life, what you do all the positive aspects of those 3 energies. And if you want to get rid of your depression, just do not do the negative aspects of those 3 energies. This is not something I would have in the first reading, but if you want to know what the numbers that are in black circles, all of the basically that create that, the ones that we didn't talk about, those are numbers that represent your ancestors. So you can see what your ancestors, like on a lower side, let's say left lower corner, 21, 8, and 5. This is on your mother's side. This is the 3 energies that your ancestors did not manage. Like those are the lessons that they didn't really work through. And on the right side, 19, 9, and 8, in the black circles energies on the lower right side, these are on your father's side of the ancestors, and those are the energies that they did not manage to bring into the balance, basically. And the top ones, so the top right one, it's on your mother's side, energies that your ancestors would want you to bring to balance. And on your father's side, same thing, on the left top corner, these are the energies that your the ancestors from your father's side would like for you to bring into the balance. Because why would they want that? Because this is something that the whole ancestral lineage is basically has been trying to work on, and they weren't successful in certain things, and they would love if you help them to do that, because if one person succeeds in something, you know, it helps the whole lineage to work through it. But this is, as I said, something that is a little bit of a deeper topic, and at first I would not concentrate your attention on it. I would start with personality, life purposes, the karmic tale, your portrait, your finances, and your love relationships, and your talents. And then you also see a chart of chakras, and if you're interested to work in your chakras, to balance your new chakras, this can be very helpful, so you can know what energies, like how to balance your chakras with the help of understanding what energies represent. Or also it connects to your health. So if you have some kind of issue in your, let's say, area of Anahata chakra in your heart, it could be lungs, it could be heart directly, things like that, and you look at your energies, for example, one of the energies on the physical level is 6, so you know that this is directly connected to your relationships. Like, you gotta learn how to make choices from love, you gotta learn how to love yourself, and you gotta learn how to truly love others, not in order to get something from them, but just that unconditional love. There is more into that, it's deeper than that, but generally this is how to understand it. Also 5 in that area on Hatha, maybe you are someone who does know a lot in life, or you feel like you're a very smart person, but maybe you're kind of abusing that, and not in the best way. Maybe you're telling people what they should be doing when they're not asking you, you know, giving advices, and it kind of comes out harsh. That would be something that brings imbalance into your heart chakra, because it doesn't come from love necessarily, right? Because you think that you're smarter and you have to tell everyone what to do. Like, that's just an example of imbalance of that energy. 11 would be also one of them. Maybe you give your power away. Maybe you feel like you are powerless, that you're not so strong, but this is very big limitation for you, and you have imbalance there. That's just you know, like very short example of things like that. But yeah, generally this is it. Actually no, I forgot 3 more things. So you can see life purpose 1, and it consists of sky and earth numbers. So sky is more, this is the number of your spiritual side of life, right? So everything on the higher vibrations, how to bring that into balance and harmony, everything spiritual. And earth, it's basically all the material, physical part of your life, and how to balance that. So if you have issues in your like, you can see that, oh, I'm spiritually all super good and aligned, and I'm growing and everything is good, but my physical life, my material life, I'm not really good at that. Or the opposite, like, I've figured out the material life, but my spiritual develop my spiritual life, there is no progress in that. And so this is the energies that you would look at, how to harmonize that. And then life purpose 2, men and women. Basically, these are 2 energies that men and women of one in your life would want from you. So if you want to have more harmony in your relationship with the man in your life, this is the energy to look at on what kind of like people expect from you in a good way, you know, because it's like social life purpose. And of course we all have some kind of exchange, you know, with the world, with men and the women and people giving us something, but also they receive something. So if you, let's say, work with mostly men or mostly women, so this is the energy to look at, so you understand what value you can bring to men or women in your life, and how to harmonize that relationship, those relationships. And personal and social, this is just basically those life purpose 1 and life purpose 2 energies, because as I said, life purpose 1 is something that is your personal experience and resources that you're working on, and life purpose 2 is what you give to the society, give back, and your relationship with that. So I hope this is clear for you. I hope I wasn't too confusing. If you have any questions, please comment below, and I will answer them, or I will make another video if there is going to be a lot of questions. But I think it's pretty simple. There is nothing too complicated about this, and I hope you really enjoy your journey with this system, because it's so amazing and it helps a lot to communicate with yourself and people around you. Yes, so thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you again.